Alright, should be all set up here, ready to go. This is season 4, race number 3 of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. And we are here at the Hanoi Street Circuit for the Vietnam Grand Prix. And probably our worst qualifying effort of the season, though considering how good our team is, still pretty good. Ended up in P5. Ricardo got pole. No surprise there. It was actually pretty close for most of the qualifying lap. It was sort of going back and forth between Lewis Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo, but Ricciardo snatched it towards the latter third of the lap, meaning the third sector is where Ricciardo really sealed the pole there. Yeah. So qualifying fifth, I was curious to see who out-qualified me that wasn't the Mercedes or my teammate, and ended up being Alexander Albon. So that was interesting, because the Red Bulls have very, very good qualifying speed. The rest of the top 10 is filled with McLarens, Ferraris, and Red Bulls. The Renault's just outside. So with the AlphaTauri, the Racing Points, the Haas, the Alfa Romeo, the Williams. So there you go, that was qualifying. And I forgot to mention, but I believe those aero upgrades came in for us. I know the one failed, but because of the timeline of when it would have gotten where you could have gotten it at a reduced price, it still managed to come in before Vietnam, so the timing there worked out well, I guess. Alright, so go to the R&D tree, and yeah, those upgrades came in just fine. See, I think I'm going to get another durability upgrade, which will come in for the Chinese Grand Prix. And we don't have the points to do anything else, so actually, let's take a quick look at the progress history. So it's very interesting. Racing Point is still being shown as the 4th best team. Yet if you look at the results in the racing and qualifying, they haven't gotten off to a good start at all, really. Being out-qualified by Ferrari, who are below them, McLaren out-qualifying them, who are below them, even Renault, sometimes AlphaTauri. So I think Racing Point is actually a little bit lower than the performance chart would indicate. But yeah, there we go. Let's go to the Vietnam Grand Prix. Taking its sweet time to load, I see.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. A lap of Hanoi circuit then, 3.4 miles around the Vietnamese capital. A number of the 23 corners take their inspiration from other great circuits, hopefully creating plenty of passing opportunities. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's start with Racing Point. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Albon, the owner driver, and Sainz, Verstappen, Matsushita, Leclerc, and Lando Norris. Gasly, Kvyat, Sergio Perez, and Ocon, Giotto, Stroll, George Russell, and Nick de Vries. Magnussen, Latifi, Giovinazzi, and Tatiana Calderon. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Alright, if I recall, this race has been a 2-stop, but with our tire wear, we can make it a 1-stop. Don't remember the strategy exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go. Once we bring it up here.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
To maneuver. Oh, my controller's mixed up with my phone charger here. There we go, that's better. Alright, race strategy, it's a 2-stop, might be a 1-stop, we'll see. But we are starting on the soft tire.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
And let's actually check on the race director. Yeah, I feel like now that we're this deep into the road, everyone's starting on the same tire compound pretty much every race. For most races, anyway.
Okay, here's who we're really fighting today, Bottas and Sainz. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
No real threat of weather, so that's good. Actually, should have showed the forecast, but it was all sunny, so nothing to worry about in that regard. if I can get into third, I think I would be perfectly happy with that. And I can just, Hamilton and Ricardo can fight for the win, and I'll be fine with P3. So let's see what we can do on this start.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
It's always a tricky one. It's a short run down to a very tight turn one. Alrighty, 5 red lights for the Vietnam Grand Prix. And we're off. And Ricardo got a great getaway. What can we do from our spots? Around the outside of Mercedes. Bottas actually got a great start. Contact there that I want to make. Let's try from here. Hamilton's really squeezed me in there. A little too much contact. So Bottas actually doing a great job to get from 4th on the grid to 2nd. Yeah, that's not the best passing zone now, is it? How did I manage that? Wow. Very long first lap here. Apologize. See where straight line speed can get us.
So far.
We get close enough to Hamilton to make a pass. Closing. Right, got an ERS. We're gonna make a dive bomb at the turn, the hairpin. Make it work. We do. Up to P3. Kind of squeeze Hamilton out, but we managed to get the position. As I suspected, the guys managed to stay in front of me. Are pulling away. Yeah, I'm turning way too early into that corner. That's better. Somebody coming into the pits already. Looks like maybe an AlphaTauri. Yep, it is Kvyat. I think this is the second race in a row where Kvyat has had to make an early pit stop due to wing damage. Not sure where he got that, but I remember in Bahrain he did have an early, not this early, but he had to make an early pit stop due to wing damage that put him way back in the field. And now the same thing's happened to him again in Vietnam, so bad luck for Kvyat to start the season. Had to itch the back of my head. I thought I had enough time to take my finger off the steering. I guess not. And Hamilton's looking to make an overtake. third sector is so precise, you have to just nail it, otherwise you're going to lose out in a big way.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS
Oh
when you're
boy.
within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Is now available. Which means that we are going to be under attack from all sides. We do our best to defend from Hamilton and Albon.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Let Hamilton by, gonna do a cross. Well, I was gonna do a crossover before I ran into the back of him. I was gonna cross him over. Oh man, and he just blocks me. Straight up. Well, he did it again. Go around the outside. Yes, I can. Take that, Lewis Hamilton. Can't pass me that easily.
Trailing our teammate by 6.4 seconds.
Actually, now would be a great time for a mid-session save. Inside he goes. A little bit of contact there. A little bit of a gap to Hamilton. Albon looks like a move on Hamilton. He does. Albon to the outside. And Albon got him. Alexander Albon with a big move on Lewis Hamilton for fourth place.
They're struggling with fuel.
Did not intend to hit the wall there. Albon went around the outside. Any other overtakes happening? Not really. So the man behind us fourth is our current rival, Alexander Albon.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
The original pit window has us at in around lap 8 to 11. See if that holds true, or if that changes. Albon will be making a move on us. Which way does he go? Squeeze him out just a little bit. And we defend the position.
Strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, copy that.
Looks like a move. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Stays close.
Okay, keep on him. He might make a mistake.
Squeeze Albon out just a little bit. Will Hamilton challenge? No. Pull back. Albon will maintain E4.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the softs.
Anyway, since I'm recording this on All Hallows Eve, Mischief Night / wee hours of Halloween, hope everyone has a happy and safe Halloween out there. Probably uploaded well after Halloween. YouTube, I mean,
to the car in front is 8.2 seconds.
I figure I've said the well wishes anyway. Oh, that was my mistake. Just far ahead enough that Albon can't make any moves down the straight. Somebody's off. Lance Stroll. He's out of the race. Looks like he's off just past the end of sector.
About 3/10 a lap.
He's off right at the start of sector 3. Of course, he was far enough back that it wasn't enough to cause a yellow, or a full safety car anyway.
be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
So I guess the question for us is going to be when do the guys in front of us hit? So Ricardo and Bottas, when do they decide to hit the pit lane? Well, I totally screwed up that section. Ricardo and Bottas both stay out this time.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Nobody in the top pack hits.
Bogs, we're coming in this lap.
Actually, don't even know what my tire wear looks like right now. Tire wear is actually pretty good. I think we can stretch it out.
To the car ahead is 8.6 seconds.
I think we can stretch it out long enough to do it one stop. The question is whether other people do that or if I'm alone in that action. Hamilton, what happened there? Hamilton got the better of Albon. Let's see what happened. Did he try to make an outside pass? Yeah, Hamilton was close enough. He got alongside Albon. And there they go into the final corner. Albon got the deeper dive in there, but Hamilton has the better exit. As far as strategy is concerned, I feel like this race is... I feel like this race is going to end up a lot like Abu Dhabi, in the sense that with the tire strategy, and I guess to be fair, this happens with a couple races. Totally screw up that complex of corners. The other thing is that, fortunately, there's no need for me to go to halfway as Hamilton dives into the pits along with Sainz, because, you know, if I can take the soft tires at this point, I'm probably going to hit lap 12. I think it's going to be my plan here. If I can take these soft tires to lap 12, then surely a set of mediums can go the rest of the way, no problem. So if Hamilton pitted that lap, I presume that Bottas is going to be coming in this lap. Now, does Ricardo also come to the pits? I have no idea. Guess we'll find out. Now, Hamilton... What did Hamilton and Sainz go with? They went... Ooh, okay. So we do have some people trying a two-stop. Everyone who pitted, so Hamilton... Sainz, Giovinazzi, or Kvyat, who pitted very early, De Vries, and Calderon all went with double softs to start. That's very interesting. Ricardo stays out another lap, while Bottas comes in. So at this point, I'm thinking more and more that anyone who's staying out this
Bottas is
long
stopping now.
must be going for a one-stop strategy. Which, hey, even if Ricardo is doing the one-stop along us, that would still be a net gain for us overall, because the Mercedes would have to stop again. Both of them would have to stop again if Bottas goes with softs. Let's see in a second here. Yep, Bottas went with softs. Norris is going for another set of softs, as is the other Haas of George Russell. So, yeah, this might end up being a bit of a strategy bungle for Mercedes. Not only do they have to pit a second time, but they're going to be, they're stuck in traffic right now. So Mercedes might have just bungled this whole strategy. I mean, they'll have the better tires by the end of the race, but they're going to be, really hurting for track position. Ricardo stays out another lap. Is anyone behind me come in? No. So I think it's pretty clear at this point who's doing a one-stop and who's doing a two-stop.
Lost some time to the car behind. Understood, stopping this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
Now I'm saying I want to stop this lap. Whether Ricardo hits could end up changing that. Ricardo pits on the exact same lap that I want to pit. That's just fantastic. Hoping it would be Ricardo at the pits, but nope, he's going to win this race. I thought I could hold him up a little bit and make things a little interesting, but yep, again, nope, that's not happening. But hey, that's okay. Ricardo is going to win the race eventually. Who cares? Doesn't matter where he finishes, it's where we finish that counts. And he's still well behind us in the championship, so if we get the best finish we can, he won't gain that much on us.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
Safety car would really be helpful right now, I think.
Okay, clear.
Oh, did I cause Albon to wreck again?
Check your...
Oh, that wasn't the plan. Alright, enough of that.
Should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Oh, no you don't, Albon. No you don't.
Right, come in at the end of this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
And here we go. Heads we go. My question's gonna be what traffic looks like when we come out. Okay, fast pit stop here.
Go, exit
Yes.
now. We're racing on the exit. Release, release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
So it looks like we are going to lose a position to Leclerc. But we are in a great position to get by him though. We do have DRS and Rich Mix. And ERS. Oh, hit the wall a little bit. I think I'm gonna wait to overtake Leclerc because I know I can get him on the long back straight. So letting off the gas a little bit. No need to pass him this second. Leclerc should overtake him quite easily here. And goodbye. Blow by Leclerc. And his fresh medium tires are feeling really nice right about now.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Do another mid-session save. That we have broken the DRS barrier to Leclerc, as Albon is now overtaking him and has gotten the position, so Albon putting him up to P7.
To teammate ahead is 21.8 seconds.
So the gap to... that was a bad first corner. The gap to Clarence and Hamilton is staying pretty steady. And I'm confident that when those guys hit, we'll be firmly in P3. I think Bottas might have gotten away from us. I think he might be safe in P2 once he pits. I don't know how far ahead he is compared to us. I'd be willing to wager that he's probably...
is 3.5 seconds.
I'd be willing to wager that Bottas is probably going to pick up second here. So we'll be battling third, in all likelihood. Fight here with Albon, which will likely be for the podium.
losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Off there a little bit of a chop, but that's okay. Everything's clean. Bottas is actually closing a little bit on Ricciardo, but it doesn't matter. He has to pit again. And actually, speaking of pitting, Lewis Hamilton is in the pits now, as is the McLaren of Sainz. Hamilton's going to be stuck in a lot of traffic.
Push hard.
Fresh tires, but a lot of traffic. We'll see where Hamilton gets back up to.
It is 3.7 seconds.
And you got a very good shot to pass Lando Norris here, so. Obviously, yeah, he still has to pit again, of course, so. Ooh, Albon got a little squirrely there. You're not paying attention. Goes Bottas into the pits. He will likely maintain second. Bottas is already off and away.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres.
Should I take a quick pause right here just to take care of something? Alright. Back, we can get back to the race. Barring an absolute calamity, Ricardo should win this race. As I keep hitting the wall. Just randomly. For no reason.
Front is 6.8 seconds. Is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Not sure what it is, but Albon is actually falling off us a little bit. It was almost 2 seconds before we took that Kansas start-finish line. Now it's going back, went down a little bit, now it's going back up again. So I'm not entirely sure what happened to Alexander Albon. He's now, you know, well, not well behind us, but certainly outside of DRS range. Something must be going on with Albon because he's really fallen off the pace compared to me.
Albon is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 39.6.
And the thing is, Albon and I pitted on the same lap, so it's not like my tires are fresher than his. We pit at the same time.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Albon behind. The gap behind us is 2.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:39.5.
Second a lap faster than Albon, so I'm not really sure what's up with him right now. We're just gaining time on him left and right. The gap to the car ahead is 11.0 seconds. Took that corner all wrong. I go a little tired here. It is 12:34 as I record this, so. Unfortunately, there's 3 laps to go.
Gap to car in front is 12.8 seconds.
The tiredness is really starting to kick in. When I'm making mistakes like that, that's when I know I'm tired. Again, only two more laps this time.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Let's check this line. At least we are on the last lap.
Okay, gap ahead is 17.8 seconds.
And there we go again. blocks down the rail in the end, but it's going to be too little too late. As Daniel Ricciardo will round the final turn to win the Vietnam Grand Prix for the second year in a row, scoring his first victory of the season. Valtteri Bottas will bring it home second for Mercedes. And we get second place.
Can't complain about that one. That was an excellent drive.
Third, I'm sorry. We got third place. Still a podium finish, so we will gladly take that.
Plenty of action here in Hanoi. A memorable race and an impressive victory. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver
Ricardo
such an
wins
incredible
again.
result today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
You can say
Well,
that
I'm
again.
thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
And there's champagne as Ricardo again celebrates his first victory of the season and finally starting to get things on track. Ugh. After that initial DNF in Australia.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Another solid result for our championship leader today, allowing them to extend the gap between themselves and the rest of the standings. Let's focus on the
I don't
driver
think
of
that
the day.
happened.
Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today, an incredible performance. I know that's at odds with the official decision, but I think they deserve some recognition on a day where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings.
Really? I wouldn't
Well,
say
Ant,
so.
an end to another fantastic weekend of
Especially
racing.
where
Thanks to
Hamilton
everyone who joined us, and we'll
finished.
see you for the next one.
So there you go. That was the Vietnam Grand Prix. Only person who started outside the top 10 that got points was Pierre Gasly. Verstappen was the one top 10 starter that fell out. The original starting order. And yeah, unless your name was Valtteri Bottas, the two-stop strategy was not going to work out well for you. Certainly did not work out well for Norris. Kind of worked for Sainz. Actually, not really, because he went from 6th starting spot to 8th. Norris was a net. Hamilton was a net, about a net loss. Championship standings first. The constructors, we head Mercedes by 48 points. And then the drivers, Ricardo has closed the gap. He has moved into second place, but of course he is still 22 points, almost a full race win behind. So he still has a lot of catching up to do. Bottas is third, Esteban Ocon doing a great job in fourth. Leclerc, Gasly, and then Alexander Albon, and then Lewis Hamilton. Why was it so hard for me to say? Lewis Hamilton still stuck in 8th place, only 19 points on the season. Lewis, what's going on over there? Matsushita doing pretty good in his Red Bull, and Norris is in 10th, despite his DNF.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race. Is there a hint of jealousy in seeing your teammate up there on the podium? Or are you happy for them? Your teammate had a great race today and was rewarded with a podium. Do you have any comments on the performance? What was your teammate's secret to success today? Appreciate your time.
Handily leading the rivalry over Alexander Albon. No damage deductions. That's good. $1.71 million. Doing pretty good, if I don't say so myself.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Alright, our new sponsors, Atlantic and 7. Pacifico, Zaineto, Diaspiotics, 7, and Atlantic. Everything looks to be in the appropriate position. Alright, activities. I'll go durability. Funded team event. Sponsor event filming. Actually, I believe we have enough to get this upgrade over here, which will be in time for the Chinese Grand Prix, so that's wonderful. Perfect timing.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Alright, that's going to do it for the Vietnam Grand Prix, and I'll see you next time for the Chinese Grand Prix.